Where should you put your money? Stocks or savings account? Well, this was an underlying question that I asked myself a few years back. Should I actually put all my savings in the bank, or is it better if I invest them in stocks? I mean, what is the difference? For an OFW like myself, this would either mean financial freedom or financial defeat. Now, I have known a lot of OFWs who have worked for more than 10 years abroad, and when they come back to the Philippines, had no investments or has not gained financial freedom. They ended up asking themselves, where did my money go? Or only if I have saved more money. Sometimes it's not how much money you have saved, but a question on where should I have saved my money to be able to reach that financial freedom. This video will be less than 10 minutes. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself what percentage of your hard-earned income should you put in the bank or in stocks. Now, before anything else, it is important for us to understand what is inflation. So what is inflation? So inflation refers to the rise in the prices of the daily goods and services which we commonly use. So it includes food, clothing, even our housing, recreation, etc. Now, what does this mean for us? Supposing we went to the supermarket and bought groceries worth 1,000 pesos. Now, after 1 year, we bought the same items, and now the cost of those same groceries is 1,050 pesos. The 50 pesos increase is an example of a 5% inflation rate. Now let's look at the inflation rate in Philippines. In 2017, the inflation rate is 2.85%. In 2018, it was 5.21%. And in 2019, it was 2.48%. Now, this clearly tells us that as prices for goods and services rise, consequently, the purchasing or buying power of that currency is also falling. Now, what are the bank interest rates in your savings account? Well, basically that depends on the bank and your initial deposit. Now, savings account interest normally ranges from 0.70% or lower to 1.56% yearly. Now, when they say lower, it could be 0.20%, 0.25%. So it basically depends on the bank and of course your initial deposit as well. Now, an example. Let's say you have 10,000 pesos. And the bank interest is 1.60%, which is actually pretty high already. Now the inflation rate is 2.60%. What does this mean? This means that you lose 1% of your buying power. Now, you might say that, hey, it's only 1%. But we are being very conservative here. So what if the money in your bank will be there for the next 5 years? Or what if the bank interest rate is lower than 1.6%? So as you can see, you will continuously lose your buying power. So, but now what are our options then? Now, let's say you have decided to invest the 10,000 pesos in stocks. So you use your 10,000 pesos to buy stocks in Ayala Land, at 15.09 pesos per share. So basically, your 10,000 pesos will allow you to buy 662 Ayala Land shares. Now, if you multiply it by 6.56, now 6.56 is the result of subtracting 21.65, which is this one, and 15.09. Now, that will give you an estimated return. I repeat, estimated return of 4,342.72 pesos, or 35% in 9 months. Okay. Now, I would like to stress on the estimated return because it would depend, of course, when you bought the stocks as well, right? Okay. Now, the 35% is not a guarantee as well because stocks fluctuate, but there are proven ways to get a high return, and it will be actually discussed, in our next video. So, stocks or savings account? In my humble opinion, if you would like to invest long term, stocks is the way to go. Okay. Savings account is good enough to keep your money for daily expenses and not for financial goals in which you need to grow faster. Just an example, the 10,000 pesos. If you choose to put that in savings account, you will lose 1% buying power. But if you put it in stocks, you have the probability to gain more. And if you're lucky, and if you put it in Ayala Land at that same time, okay, then you'll be able to get a really good return. For my example, it was actually 35%. Now, how can I invest in stocks? Good question, right? Now, that will be my topic in my next video. So for more videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe below. Thank you for now, and God bless.